Hi, this is Corey, and this is the Midi-Chlorian Mania. That's our podcast. No, it's just the working title. Hi, and this is Corey, and
This is Nate Padilla.
yeah, and this is our first podcast that we're having today. And it's kind of exciting,
It
you know.
is.
I've had this kind of idea, and like Nate, I don't think I know anybody else who likes Star Wars as much as like besides me, of course, like as Nate does. So. It's gonna be fun, and it might be a little bit bumpy because it's the first
It's the
time.
first one.
But what the hey?
But
like,
honestly,
yeah.
I think it's the best time to start a Star Wars podcast because the Last Jedi trailer just came out.
No, yeah,
Like what, 2 weeks ago?
yeah. I have no concept of time, so
So yeah, Star Wars.
Yeah.
Star Wars Celebration just ended. We got a lot from Star Wars Celebration,
yeah,
and I think the biggest thing that came out of Celebration was the trailer for the Last Jedi.
definitely, no doubt about it. So, first impressions, Nate. First impressions.
There is a YouTube. I cried. There is a YouTube video out there of me crying during the last Jedi trailer.
Yeah.
I was with my friend.
Shout out to Aaron, not
Shit,
even
Aaron Wells.
No, Aaron, not even consoling a poor, torn up Nate. Like, no, don't worry. At least you were crying with a friend. I was just
Yeah.
crying in my bed by myself, which is a normal occurrence. It happens from time to time, but
But yeah, no, the trailer was. It definitely met my expectations.
Met your expectations. That's good.
I think the biggest shock was Luke Skywalker saying the Jedi have to end.
That is the biggest shock, but I want to trail things back here to the beginning of the trailer.
All right.
What do you think about that misdirect at the beginning where it had the like the starscape? By the way, spoilers for the trailer if you haven't watched it. Yeah, and if you haven't watched it yet, like what have you been doing with your life? Anyways, there's the starscape. It's kind of like you see all these stars, and then it kind of melds into it, and then you're like, wait, is that an asteroid or something? Is that something else? And then you see a hand go, bum, and it has that typical
Yeah.
John Williams flair with the scoring there.
Yeah.
And you see Rey being all like, she's acting all like Finn was in the,
Yeah.
Force Awakens trailer and
Yeah,
all that stuff. Now she's the one out of breath. So now
Yeah.
all you fanboys can make fun of her now. Idiots. But
No, I mean, like, it wasn't like a scare
Yeah,
moment
I
per
feel that.
se. Like, I kind of saw it, like, turn to rock, and then, like, Ray pops up, and I'm like, okay, she was obvious. To me, it was like, I think she was like, that was a training moment in the movie where she was doing something. She might have had a flashback like she did. Because if you remember in The Force Awakens, she has that flashback.
Yeah.
And she does kind of the same thing. She's out of breath, and she's tired, and she's like, holy crap, like, what did I just experience? And I think we're going to get the same thing with that, maybe like a flashback or something.
I definitely get like these Force visions because we don't do Star Wars doesn't do flashbacks. They just don't. Besides, technically that was I don't think that was a flashback because there's a flash forward in Rogue One, but there
Yeah.
technically wasn't a flashback.
Yeah.
So I don't think flashbacks are necessarily a thing. And I am looking through here. I'm just scrolling through my phone because I'm trying to see here the cinematographer Steve Yedlin. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. He did the cinematography for Looper and Brick, which are Rian Johnson's other films, and you just notice those awesome like aerial shots and establishing shots of Octu is the planet that they're on. Apparently the first Jedi temple, according to like Han Solo's talking about the theorizing where Luke is and all that stuff. Just seeing the shots of the island was super cool.
Yeah.
And seeing Rey train on the island just got me like welling up because it was just so amazing seeing a Jedi or someone who's not a Jedi getting training, and I just thought that was like, I know it's so simple, but it was just so great seeing her actually go into her own and go into training, because a lot of Force Awakens was a lot of build up, and I feel like this is the payoff, and I'm really excited to get that payoff. So I think that's gonna be cool.
I just realized this actually, but do you think Rey will now have a double-bladed lightsaber? Because a lot of people were talking about that.
A lot of people,
but like in the trailer, she's training with just a single.
Yeah. If
Luke's
she
old
has a
one.
double-bladed lightsaber, I feel like that might be something that will happen in episode 9 if it
Yeah.
happens. Because I think that think about it like this. Think about it logistically with what the movie's going to be. I'm theorizing that Rey is going to be there for a little bit. She is going to train with Luke. Stuff's going to go down. And then they're going to have to convert, or like Kylo Ren and people are going to attack where they are. And then they're going to actually all have to converge on one point, which meets them with Finn and Poe
Right.
and Rose, who we're going to talk about later in the
Yeah.
podcast. Yeah, like, and so I think that, do we really have time for her to go to a place with another Kyber crystal to get a double-bladed lightsaber? And I think that's not too necessary.
Yeah.
It could be something in between movies, kind of like a Return of the Jedi type of deal, where it's like, oh, golly gee, Luke has a green lightsaber now, and all that stuff.
Do you know why he has a green lightsaber in Return of the Jedi? The real reason?
I know that I know, but
It's
educate me because I forgot.
And for people who don't know out there, the reason Luke's lightsaber was green in Return of the Jedi was, one, he lost it on Cloud City.
Yeah,
But
well,
two,
yeah, of
the
course.
blue didn't show up. It matched with the sky in the background.
Yeah, I know the original VHSs are superior to the like new editions that they have for the Blu-rays and stuff like that. But like, and I love George Lucas, but those special editions just really mess with things, you know?
Yeah.
Like it really sucks.
You know, I don't mind the special editions like too much, but the fact that, you know, he planned on never showing the originals ever again.
Yeah.
That's what's like, oh
Well,
god.
I just
you know?
all I want is all the color like correcting and all that stuff. All I want is that.
Yeah.
And like making it actually HD and different things like that. All I want is that, and I could leave the stormtroopers on whatever creatures and jumping on people and people dancing in Jabba's in a
Yeah.
dancing. She's just a pair of lips at this point. You know the thing like the why man you can go that button in the money. Yeah. No, there's that. Yeah, like that gal. I'm sorry. She probably went to music school on Tatooine, but I think you should have had a second opinion. Like someone should have told you don't have talent.
So before we get back to the Last Jedi, because we got a little off topic.
We did
there.
get a little off topic there.
So that girl with the I don't know her exact name in the movie, but she has like those green, like she's Jabba's slave who's dancing and she's all
Yeah.
green. I saw her one time at Planet Comic-Con in Kansas City.
Okay.
And I didn't go to her panel, but I just like stuck my head in it, and I felt so bad because there's like 300 seats in there, and only the first row was full, and I was like, oh no, I felt so bad.
That's awful. I
I'm like-
probably would have gone just to
Yeah.
be like, "Hey, what's up, girl?
I mean,
how going? How
but
goes
still,
it?"
like I just felt so
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, I get that. I get that.
But anyways, back to the Last Jedi. Well, what else happens in that trailer? So
Nothing. Nothing happened in the trailer, Nate.
So-
Nothing at all.
I don't know if you. So I didn't notice this the first time I watched it,
Yeah.
but Kylo Ren's helmet is smashed.
Yeah, I
And
thought it was Vader's.
So did I.
The first time, I thought he was like Vader. Psh, I called upon your power.
Yeah.
And I didn't get it. No, I thought it was Vader's the first time as well. And yeah, it's smashed, which kind of bums me out because I really like the design
Yeah.
of his mask. Like, I just think it looks pretty iconic, pretty BA. You know, like I thought it looked awesome. But apparently he's going to go maskless, which is a lot of people who dislike The Force Awakens have told me that, or dislike Kylo Ren a lot, have told me that once he takes the mask off, they don't like him.
Yeah.
But I think once he takes the mask off, he's not like Vader.
I
think that's what I like
Yeah.
about it, because he's not Darth Vader.
This is
you know?
what my kind of prediction for The Last Jedi is going to be, and this is how I just watched it. I think majority of the people in this movie are going to be pissed off. I
Yeah.
think Luke's going to be pissed because his dumbass nephew messed everything up for the
Yeah.
Jedi. Kylo Ren's going to be mad because Finn messed everything up for the First Order.
Yeah.
Finn's going to be mad because he almost got killed by Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
And Rey's just going
I
to be
think a whole
struggling
lot
with
of dark
herself.
side juju.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it. A lot of anger. You know what anger leads to, you know?
Yeah.
And hate leads to anger, yeah, and suffering. Okay, anyways.
But I
no, I
think
get that.
everyone's going to be just pissed off in this movie, and I think it's going to be really intense. Because even John Boyega said, like, Finn's not messing around in this movie.
Which I'm very happy about, because I just love how he's going to go into this own I'm really happy that he's going to go into his own and he's not running away anymore. And
Yeah.
things like that. I think that's a great arc for a character. And yeah, I just think that it's important that you have stuff like that.
Yeah,
So.
and I think we'll definitely. And this is another thing I like missaw was that one shot where everything's on fire and you see those group of people walking through the fire.
Mm-hmm.
At first, I thought, "Oh my gosh, those are the Knights of Ren. We're gonna see the Knights of Ren."
Yeah, but
it's
you
actually
saw Phasma with
Phasma with like
the stormtroopers and stuff like that. Mm-hmm.
So I think we'll definitely get to see what happened on. Maybe we'll get to see the fall of Kylo Ren. In that.
Yeah, like I don't think that's the sequence. I think there is a little bit of flip flops. I think that's a sequence on Octu probably where people are storming there and looking for Luke.
Yeah.
And Rey and stuff like that. Because I don't think that she was on the Jedi Temple when all that stuff went down. I think it was Kylo Ren and the Knights of Ren that basically messed up the new Jedi Order or whatever they called themselves.
Yeah.
Before they got all and all that stuff like that. But the thing is, there are a lot of shots in this trailer, and they're all really interesting. And I can explain, and I can go on about how cool the ships look or how cute BB-8 is. But we all know all that stuff. We're just gonna go into what we want to talk about.
Yeah.
What the hell does Luke mean when he says
the Jedi have
in
to
the end?
I've heard...
The funny thing is watching reactions for that it's hilarious because people are like, the Jedi are gonna, and then he goes and everyone's like no.
Oh. For me, like I said, I had a reaction video on YouTube of me watching it.
Yeah, you guys should watch it.
And I just literally, me and my friend Aaron just both went like. And I remember just being in such shock, and like my friend Aaron just goes like, "Dude, I have freaking chills," and I was just like, "I don't know what to think anymore."
Yeah, exactly.
It's
crazy stuff.
But to me, it seems like that scene is gonna be kind of more towards the beginning, where maybe Luke is gonna be explaining like, "No, Kylo Ren messed everything up for me, and I'm just done. I've been doing this, and the Jedi Order is just all messed up now." And and I didn't realize this until my brother actually said it. The rebels aren't rebels anymore. The Resistance.
Yeah,
and there's no more Empire. It's the First Order.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think Luke might be at his breaking point, and Rey's like, "No, train me." He's like, "Fine, I will."
Well, I don't think it's gonna be as easy as that.
Yeah.
I think is like it's a very deep thing, and it's a really deep hurt because you realize this Luke. Just think about the beginning of his story. He was just some moisture farmer on Tatooine. Then his aunt and uncle just, and they die, and they're like disintegrated and all that jazz. And good death, solid stuff. But anyways, he goes through all this arcs. He's being told by Obi-Wan that if he becomes a Jedi, he's going to be able to save people and help people. And then he gets to that place, and then it just doesn't work out. And the same exact thing happens. Like what dismantled the Jedi in the first place turns around, except with with an accelerated timeline. It just happens again. One fell sweep. Two dudes dismantled the entirety
galaxy.
Of the not like the galaxy, but obviously the Jedi as well.
Yeah.
So Luke is disenfranchised. He's like, Obi-Wan said this. Yoda said this. They're probably wrong.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I kind of think they are wrong because I'm sorry for all you Star Wars nerds out there if I'm not nerdy enough, but I never memorized the Jedi Code, but it's extremely idealistic.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's canon though. I don't think the Jedi Code as it is right now, as what we have I don't think that it's canon, but at the same time, it's extremely idealistic. It's like if you reject your emotions so much, and if you reject being a freaking human being so much, you'll be able to protect the galaxy, and it'll be perfect and dandy. Oh, and you're not allowed to have kids. You're not allowed to get married. You're not allowed to, give in to anything that's human.
See, that's
detachment. That's
yeah.
That's what it was. I was talking with my buddy about this, and we were saying that the Jedi are all spirituality with no attachment. And which really hit me because I just realized that how can you know like what's the best for the galaxy if you want to completely detach yourself from actually being a part of it or actually dealing with what actual like the citizens of the galaxy is, you know what I mean, and all that. You know, and I think that's an interesting idea, and I think that's an idea that people or that we're gonna come across in this film because it is like what is being a Jedi, and have people kind of come across it or gone across it in a wrong way, in a too like just singular way, because if you think about it, every like because Anakin's fall could have been prevented just if people were willing to hear him out, and if he was okay, if he knew that people would still support him despite his decisions to have like a kid with Padme, if he actually had like people to talk to, if he could actually be honest with Yoda or Obi-Wan or Mace Windu and everybody on the council, I feel like they would have they could have really avoided him turning to the dark side, because he felt so trapped because he was having because the prequels aren't the greatest, but they really did set up this well, because he had his dreams in Attack of the Clones, and then his mom died.
Yeah.
And then he had his dreams
about
Padme, and so he's like, oh crap, she's going to die. I can't say anything about it though because I'm a Jedi and they'll throw me out.
Yeah.
And different things like that. So it's so interesting how that works, and how it's just the Jedi are just so counterproductive, and I think that's what Luke is figuring out here.
Yeah.
So,
okay, so one thing you kind of talked about, what do you think Snoke's role is going to be in this? Do you think like he's going to show up and maybe battle Luke, or do you think he's going to be a CGI or a puppet effect?
Well, I think that he's going to battle Luke in a certain sense. I'm not sure if it's going to be a physical sense. I'm not sure, because it could be a Wizard of Oz situation where it's smoke and mirrors, and Snoke is powerful in the Force, but he's very crippled or very just like not like just not there. But I don't think that but with that being said, I don't think that he's a puppet. Like, I'll be surprised. I honestly think the rumors, I have a hard time believing them just because of how Snoke looks.
Yeah.
Because I just think it wouldn't really be too practical. I know it's technically all practical effects are, still practical. Yeah. But I just don't think it would look that good. And I think that they can brush up on CGI, because if you think about it, they're now dealing with CGI, with the kind of CGI that they're working with Rogue One. Because Rogue One, well, say what you will about Rogue One, it has much better CGI in it than The Force Awakens. Yeah. And they have a lot more advancements, because with ILM and different stuff like that, they are at the forefront of these technologies here. So I think a CGI Snoke will look a lot better, and some complaints that people had with The Force Awakens will be, dismissed. They'll be okay with it because it will look better.
Yeah.
And I think a part of it is Snoke being a hologram in the past. There's a little bit to have to do with what that was.
Yeah.
So. But as far as his role goes, I think he's the guy who caused Kylo Ren or caused Ben Solo to fall and become Kylo Ren.
Yeah. There's a great concept art. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but I think it was supposed to be in The Force Awakens. Yeah. And it was Rey would look down the hallway of the Death Star. Yeah. Where he battles Luke, and she sees a young boy looking up at Snoke. And it's supposed to be a young Kylo Ren looking up at Snoke. Okay. So I think that is definitely the situation here, where I think Snoke kind of did the same thing that Palpatine did to Anakin, where he kind of was like, hey, like, if you do this, your life would be better, or whatever. You can save, whatever. Something to motivate Kylo Ren to be, okay, I'm going to join the dark side. Yeah. You know what? Okay. What if Snoke kind of had, because Leia and Han were talking about Snoke very casually. They're like, Snoke did it. Yeah. Of course Snoke did it. We know that. Yeah. He's, what a crazy guy. Uncle Snoke throwing kids to the dark side. Anyways,
Uncle Star Wars spinoff 2020. Uncle Snoke. No, okay. But yeah, losing my train of thought. Sorry about that. This is a great Midi-Chlorian Mania. Might be a great might be a great title for this podcast, just with how stupid it is. Anyways, but no, what if Snoke has been doing this for Ben's whole life? What if they've known him for that long? What if he has been kind of that Palpatine-esque figure in his life?
Yeah.
He was like good, but at the same time, he was like, well,
Yeah.
well, the dark side's really cool, man. We have cookies. Different things like that, you know?
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily the cookie stuff.
Yeah.
Snoke seems like he's on like whatever the space version of Jenny Craig would be. He's a skinny guy. But yeah.
So, and then one thing I want to talk about before we move on from the Last Jedi topic is the title itself. After watching the trailer, do you think it's still singular or plural?
Singular. It's singular. It has to be. Luke is going to be the Last Jedi.
I thought it was plural, personally.
You thought it was at first or after the trailer?
After the trailer. Because at first I thought it was singular.
Okay.
Because it says, the first red line in The Force Awakens is Luke, the Last Jedi, or whatever.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, yeah, it's obvious. But then after watching it, to me, it looked like Rey and Luke were going to team up, and they were going to be the Last Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Like, those two were going to be the final ones, Like, I think it's going to be it's going to be like the last, whatever, the Last Jedi. They're going to be those two. That's what I think, just from watching the training and them training and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, I can kindly say that I just disagree, because I don't think Rey is going to be a Jedi by the end of The Last Jedi.
Oh god, I don't think so either. Luke wasn't in Episode 5.
But I think she's going to be okay. She could be considered a Jedi, but if you were watching Rebels, which you should, Nate. Anyways, you know that they're talking about stuff like the Bendu, and somebody who has perfect merriment between, if that's even like a perfect marriage is a better word, of the light and the darkness, and mixing those two to the point where you're actually like having real emotions and real tranquility in the Force and balance in the Force. Even though I'm not necessarily saying that Grey is balanced, because you can sway different places,
right?
But at the same time, I am saying that it's just extremely. I just think that that Luke has no motivation to teach Rey like he's taught other Jedi before, because he's taught a considerable amount of them at this point.
Right.
It just breaks my heart, because I'm not gonna lie, one of the things is that when they first announced that Episode 7 was going to be a thing, I was so happy to see. I was like, yes, Luke's going to have a Jedi Academy. And then George Lucas just extended his middle finger to me. Or not George Lucas, J.J. Abrams just extended his middle... Like, George Lucas is always in a state of extending his middle finger to fans. My God. What a good guy. You created Star Wars, and that's the best. Like, you're great. But seriously, man, can somebody really... He just seems... Oh, well, I just told Midi-Chlorians, like,
This is for children.
John, Star Wars is for children. All right, yet there's a billion
grown men
dressed up like Princess Leia running around Star Wars Celebration.
But, I mean, at first, when you watch The Force Awakens, it is disappointing that Luke, all he does is turn around. Mm-hmm. But, that was...
I just wish he said one word.
Yeah.
And if there was one word, I just want him to be like, what? Girl, who are you? You're not my daughter, right? I really hope you're not my daughter. No, yeah.
But it is like the perfect ending, I think, in the near future once Episode 9 is out, to watch all those three and be like, wow,
honestly, that's gonna be
like
cool.
A perfect ending.
Do you think they're going to have Episode 8 run into 9 the same way that Episode 7 is going to run into 8? Or do you think they're going to actually have a time jump like they usually do? Because usually
I
they have like a
kinda
1.5 year or 2 year time
I
jump.
kind of hope, but I don't. I think it'll be really cool to see like something big happen at the end of episode 8.
Oh, something surely big is going to
Yeah.
happen. It's going to be like
But
Han Solo
I
and
feel like-
Carbonite big, just like an Empire. It's gonna. I think it's going to be worse though. I think it's going to be soul sucking, and I think you're going to feel just as much anticipation to being to the point where you're like, oh no, this needs to happen. I need to watch
Yeah.
episode 9 right now. Colin Trevorrow, where I want. Please don't mess this up
Yeah.
because Jurassic World wasn't that great.
Oh, I thought Jurassic World was awesome.
I know I'm getting off subject there, but no, I am slightly worried about Colin Trevorrow doing it. I just think because he's writing it, and I think Jurassic World had a lot of script issues.
Yeah, well, I mean, no movie's perfect.
Yeah, you know,
But,
I know. No movies are created equal. Am
Yeah.
I right? But all people are. Okay, this isn't a politics podcast. Let's go.
So one thing, what's your theory on who's Rey's parents are?
Rey's parents?
Or if they will, obviously they're going to address something or give a clue.
You
and
know-
this is what I was thinking about. I was thinking, what if they, like, give just the first clue in this, you know? Because, like, Daisy Ridley said, like, oh, it's obvious in The Force Awakens. But do you think they're just going to give one big clue in The Last Jedi and then maybe reveal it at the end of the episode 9? Or do you think they're going to say, okay, this is Rey's past? And, you know, they'll get more into it in episode 9.
I think they're going to. Okay, I think they're going to talk about it. I think they're gonna reveal it.
Yeah.
But you know, like I feel like any answer at this point is going to let down fans because
could.
people have exhausted every single dang theory for it.
I think the most popular theory is that she is a Kenobi.
She's a Kenobi, and I like that.
Yeah,
like
I
I
don't
love
mind.
me a Kenobi.
Yeah.
I love me some Ewan McGregor.
He was probably the best actor in the prequels.
What about whoever the guy who played Sebulba? He's my favorite. No, the thing is if you had a video, you just see Nate's face because I was so deadpan that I think for a split second he thought I was serious. Oh, it's the Bulba. Oh, little laddie. Little
Surprised
laddie.
you didn't say Jar Jar. That's all.
Oh goodness, we could talk about Jar Jar later.
But
goodness.
I would think it'd be really kind of cool to give just one kind of big clue
Yeah.
to her past or what the deal is. But I mean, like, part of me is like, maybe she is a Kenobi. Part of me is like, maybe
she's just
new.
Rey. Maybe she
She's
just has
new.
deadbeat parents that were like, "Hey, see ya."
Yeah.
Even though they did hint at things in The Force Awakens that you can't ignore because, for instance, there was that whole "Who's this girl?" and then they cut away.
Yeah.
With Maz Kanata
And
Han
then
Solo.
there's actually another part in The Force Awakens.
Was it with Kylo Ren when it was
She-
like, "What girl?"
Yeah,
What
that
girl?
part, and then also there's a line cut in The Force Awakens where right when Rey grabs the lightsaber out of the snow, Kylo Ren like kind of utters, "It is you."
Okay.
So it kind of like
I
just
didn't-
saying that just gives me chills. But like
I
he's saying like
actually-
it is you, like he
I
knows.
didn't know that.
He knows.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah,
Gosh,
and then
I need to
I
rewatch
think
it then.
J.J. Abrams also said that Kylo Ren and Rey never met before The Force Awakens.
But he probably
he
heard
knows,
about
but
her.
he knows about her. So it's kind of like I guess. So I guess it's kind of like a.
I can't wait for this
So
movie.
I guess it'll be kind of like saying like oh I know who Johnny Depp is, and then meeting him, be like, holy crap,
He's
you're
Grindelwald.
Johnny
That's
Depp.
who he is. Oh, sorry. Spoilers for Fantastic Beasts.
But and then just meeting Johnny, and be like, oh my god, you're Johnny Depp. It's kind of like that situation
exactly.
where he
Yeah,
knows.
no, I get what you mean.
But I think Rey's past definitely is connected with Kenobis or Skywalkers somehow.
I think it's going to be connected in a way. I don't know if it's going to be extremely traditional
Yeah.
in its connection. But at the same time, I'm excited to see what happens because
Yeah.
I have all the faith in Rian Johnson. Great director. If you haven't seen Brick and you haven't seen Looper, you got to watch them. Great movie. And watch Breaking Bad, too. Directed a lot of great episodes
He
of Breaking
did?
Bad. Yeah.
I love Breaking Bad. I
It's
didn't know
different
that.
things like that. Like,
But
Good stuff.
But keep in mind also that The Force Awakens gave us some pretty good curveballs too.
Yeah, exactly.
They made us think that Finn was gonna be a Jedi, and it was
Yeah.
actually Rey. And they also, I don't know how many people expected that Kylo Ren was going to be related to anyone.
Yeah.
But I definitely didn't see that coming, you know?
You see, I thought that they were going to go, like, Jason and Jaina solo with it all. I thought that Rey was going to be Jaina. I thought that Kylo... I just was looking to Legends, because I thought that they were going to, like, adhere to Legends and all that stuff.
Yeah.
With, like, everything like that, so...
Yeah. All right, so next thing we wanted to talk about was Carrie Fisher's role in Episode 9.
Yeah. Todd Fisher, Carrie's brother, talked about how she is going to be in Episode 9. And then Kathleen Kennedy said that it was a misinterpretation on some part, or some crazy Hollywood thing happened. And she's actually not going to be in Episode 9.
Yeah.
So, yeah. You know
touchy subject, because it's not like it's not like they can kill her off.
Yeah.
Because that'd be awkward.
Yeah, like, I get that, and I don't know.
I feel like the best way they can get out of this is just being like, she's on a mission now, and she just doesn't show up. And they, like, lost her, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, this is a really bad example, but it's the first thing that came to mind. You know how, like, you know how in Spy Kids 3D, when, like...
Spy Kids? Are you kidding me?
This is the first thing that popped in my head.
Are you going to bring up Shark Boy and Lava Girl next, Nate? My God.
No, but you know how, like, they're like, Carmen's missing, you know? I feel like that's the only way to get out of this one. It's like, Princess... like, I know this is a terrible example, but that's, like, I can't think of anything else but a really bad children's movie.
That's so funny. No, but the way I see it with this situation, with people talking about it online, a lot of people are talking for Carrie Fisher right now.
Yeah.
And they're saying things like, well, Carrie would want this. Well, Carrie would want this. Newsflash to you. You don't know Carrie Fisher. Carrie Fisher loves you, and I know she does because she loves her fans.
Yeah.
She showed all love towards them, and she appreciates them so much. And it was so great that she actually got to be in The Force Awakens, and she was able to see how much fans loved her and all that jazz. But it really comes to the point where we just need to do the right thing, and I think the right thing isn't like CGI or anything or messing with Episode 8 in a way. Like, I just don't know, because it's just kind of confusing to me to think how she's not going to be in Episode 9.
Yeah,
like,
and I mean, again,
even though they did say, like, I was hearing about stuff, they did say that Carrie Fisher isn't going to be in it. Not necessarily that not Leia was going to be in it.
Yeah.
That's what the statement said. So, recast? Do you think she's going to get recast?
I think that'd be a pretty ballsy move for Star Wars to do, to recast Carrie Fisher. I mean, the Rogue One situation where she was CGI'd is a different...
Yeah,
because it's a different thing. Because she was alive.
She's
at
not
the time.
18 anymore.
Yeah,
she's not. Yeah,
she was still alive at that point.
Yeah,
and she saw the footage and she loved it. Mm-hmm. But being recast, like, I don't know. Like, it's because it's so, you know, we're talking 2019 here.
Yeah,
it's so far ahead. You know,
that is
still.
True. But I still think that maybe they. Because, you know, I don't want to be like a hypocrite and be like, well, Carrie would have wanted this, because obviously I don't know either. But I just think that Billy Lord and Todd Fisher and Lucasfilm just need to talk about it, probably. Yeah. And I think they're going to come up with the best thing. And if they come up with CGI, I'll be very disappointed, because I just... Something about, like, if I were an actor and I died and I had an iconic role, I wouldn't want somebody just Peter cushioning it up, like what they did in Rogue One. Even though he looked good in theaters, but the second you pop the Blu-ray in, now you're like,
if they ever make a movie about your life, Corey, they'll definitely get John Boyega to play you in CGI.
The funniest thing is, I really hope that that's not the case, though, because they just have John Boyega just CGI my face, opposed to him, like, those of you who are not seeing me, I am black. But but John Boyega, very handsome British black man. You know, I aspire to be like him. You know, I want to change my race, or change my country of origin, so I can have like a swanky accent. Anyways, but it would be funny because he's about a shade darker than I am, so it would just be like his body, and then just like pale face me, just right on CGI'd onto it. Hopefully, I don't like Because usually when people make movies about people, like the person like dies. So I hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I hope John Boyega, because John Boyega is like 2 years older than me, 3 years
think
older,
so,
somewhere
yeah.
around there. Young guy.
But
Yeah.
back to Carrie. What I have to say about this is I think I have faith they're gonna have a very good way of making something up, because with Rogue One's not the most amazing movie ever. To me,
it's different. It's
different
different from Force Awakens, so it's better. It has to be better, Nate. It's way good. Way too good. No problems with it. 10 out of 10 movie. Action, boom, bam, bam, Star Wars.
the best one
I'm not
since
salty.
Empire. Best one since
When
Empire.
Kevin Smith said that, I was like, bollocks! Bollocks, Kevin Smith! Kevin Smith, awesome writer, awesome comic book writer, all that stuff. But seriously, dude, it's not better than Empire.
But
It can't.
no, but what I was gonna say was they fixed the biggest plot hole in Star Wars, which was
That is true.
the faultiness of the Death Star. And they gave it not just like, oh, like some guy just forgot to cement this. It was like, no, this guy was in the Empire, didn't want to be in the Empire more, and just gave the ultimate middle finger.
Yeah, like, it's
And-
like Clark from Death Star Designs just messed with the design.
Uncle Snoke forgot to cement this. Uncle Snoke.
I'm telling you, 2020, 2020, the spin-off film Uncle Snoke confirmed. Seriously, I see right through you, Kathleen. I got it. I got it all. Goodness.
But
Yeah.
that's what I had to say about it. I think they're gonna have I hope they have a very creative way of taking Leia or Carrie out of it and making have it make sense and be respectful.
I think they're going to. I think it's going to make sense as well. I just really hope it's not CGI.
Yeah.
Because I know that's the easy way out. Like, although CGI is expensive and adding stuff with different things is expensive, but I think it's the more practical way to be like, to Paul Walker it and be like, oh, till we see you again and all that stuff,
Yeah.
And not to be like, speak ill of Paul Walker or any of that situation. Like, that situation sucks too. It's a very similar situation,
it is.
actually. But it's just hard.
Anything else you want to talk about Carrie Fisher?
Carrie Fisher? Well,
Star
since
Wars wise.
we didn't have a podcast back then, I do want to, give my condolences. And, it's just really sad because because Leia just has done a lot for me as a watching her has done a lot for me, and it has done a lot for women. Like if I have every female Star Wars fan who they talk about where they get their power from or where they get their inspiration to be who they are, they talk about Princess Leia.
Yeah.
And I just think that's a beautiful thing, and it's so sad because I don't want them to recast her. I don't want her to do
neither
CGI.
do I.
I just want her to just randomly be there again, be here
Yeah.
again, And it's just sad, but I'm just that awesome tribute at Celebration that they had for her got me real torn up, and I just think they dealt with it so beautifully, though.
Yeah.
And
I think one of the best things Mark Hamill said about Carrie Fisher was that she finally got to see from one last time people still cared about her.
Yeah.
And people still loved her and talked about her. And she got to see that one more time before,
she passed away.
She passed away.
Everything like that. So, yep. Next topic. There's no real way to really go from another topic from this, but we're gonna do it.
So we didn't really talk about this, but we kind of going back to Last Jedi. The new character Rose.
New character Rose.
What do you think? I've heard a rumor, and I kind of believe this, that she's going to be a love interest to Finn.
To Finn, yeah, I heard that rumor.
She was
times too.
I think she said she was like a janitor or
those sanitation engineers.
sanitation, but
Ooh,
maybe. I heard that she was giving a love interest to Finn, basically. And
I'm I'm a really big Finn and Rey fanboy.
I mean, let's face it, he's in the friend zone.
No, he is.
But then again,
honestly,
so was Chandler Bing from Friends. So
no, yeah, that is true. Yeah,
So-
the correlations here. You can tell that Nate and I watch way too much TV with how we in movies with.
we go from comparing Spy Kids to Friends.
Yeah,
But
it's yeah, the kiss on the forehead cements it. Definite,
Yeah.
just friends.
like that's something you get.
Yeah, exactly. Like, no, if a girl ever kisses me on the forehead, I'm like, okay, bye. Good for us. See you later. We could be friends. That's fine because that's your decision. But sad for me.
But I kind of believe that she could possibly be a love interest to Finn, maybe.
Yeah, I see it. Like, I would be okay with that. I don't know her as an actress. She hasn't really been in anything, but
Yeah,
she
that's,
seems super happy, and she seems like I just got a very jovial sense from her. She was like animated, for lack of a better word, because that's how Mark Hamill said that she's like a cartoon character and cute as a button and all that stuff. Mark Hamill just seems like a sweet guy.
He does. He seems like such like a down to earth,
just down to earth, nice guy.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, I think that Rose is going to be a character that just has a lot of good chemistry with Finn and Poe. And I think they're just going to they're going to be on the side where they're kind of hitting the First Order while Rey's doing her, like, Karate Kid stuff.
Yeah.
I'm out too.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah.
But, I mean, that's all we can say really about Rose until, another trailer or the movie, comes out.
Okay, random question for you, Nate.
Okay.
Even though we're doing this podcast, I am contemplating not watching any more trailers. Because the Disney marketing machine, they're great. They're grand. They're good at what they do, for the most part. But some of those trailers for The Force Awakens, they were good. They're really good, but I think they teased a lot of interaction. They had visual spoilers for me. Like, Kylo Ren igniting the lightsaber right by Rey's face. And it was like really iconic and cool scenes that they just. And plus, my main
totally
problem was the
understand
TV spots. The TV spot, because when it was all said and done, there was 34, 40 TV spots. For the Force Awakens. I'm like, makes no.
I actually remember when they were
sense.
making that. They were coming. The TV spots were coming out and stuff. And my brother Zach was just like, they might as well just put the whole movie online.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it felt like that. And I didn't think about that till now. But I probably will not be watching the TV spots because of that reason.
Yeah.
But I have. Just because my love for Star Wars, I have to watch those trailers.
Well,
but I completely agree with you. They
like,
do. I think
like
they put out a lot of spoiler moments.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to look online to see how people are talking about the trailer and whether I think it's spoiler or not, and I'll watch it. And if we're doing the podcast, I know you're going to watch it, so you can just do it by yourself or something. By the way, right now I am actually holding a Kylo Ren pillow.
That was a Christmas gift last year.
Honestly, whoever gave you this Christmas gift is winning. Like, seriously.
My mom.
Mama Padilla, you're winning. Good for you.
Yeah, it's me and Zach got one.
Yeah, Zach Padilla's a good guy.
Yeah.
That's Nate's brother.
Shout out.
He stalked me in middle school. He would follow me around and be really weird. Zach Padilla is by far one of the weirdest kids that I grew up with, but nice guy. Anyways,
actually another person another one of our mutual friends, Seth Minturn.
Yeah.
He didn't watch any trailers. The only trailer he watched was the very first one where Finn pops up. That's the only one.
That was actually perfect.
I felt so bad because we were in line. We went to the midnight release of Battlefront when it came out. And I was talking in line, and I said something about how Finn is using Luke's saber. He goes like, "What?" I'm like, "They show it in the trailer." He's like, "I haven't watched it in the trailer." I'm like, "Oh no!" I'm like, "I'm so sorry." I felt so bad because I didn't know he was not watching the trailers, and
I thought he was because he would comment on some of my stuff on Facebook and all that jazz. But
I think the only thing he watched
if you could get a nickel for every time I've said all that jazz during this podcast, I think it's like a nervous tick because I don't sound nervous ever. But I am. Anyways.
But, so to me, what I'm personally doing is I'm watching the trailers, and that's basically it. I'm not going to read any fan theories. I'm not going to watch any of these.
Trailer breakdowns.
Because I want to go into this shocked, surprised, and just take it in for what it was.
Yes, exactly. I just really want to take in the movie and enjoy it.
Let's compare this to an actual great movie that's recent, La La Land.
Yes.
Can you imagine if people did breakdown trailers for La La Land and then going into that, having all these ideas? But
about
then you watch
about what you think the movie should be, because I think the people who are upset about The Force Awakens are the ones who had this specific movie in their mind, and if it varied away from, or if it went away from any different place, they're like, "Oh, well, it sucks."
Yeah. But that's what I'm just doing. I'm just watching the trailers, because I'm sure we're gonna have the teaser and then 2 official trailers, and then the TV spots. But I'm not gonna watch the TV spots. I'll watch the trailers. I'll talk about the trailers, but I'm not watching any theory videos as of now. I'm not gonna watch any of the breakdown trailer videos. I'm just gonna watch the trailers and just go into it as blind as possible.
Yeah, I get that.
So,
Yeah.
speaking of trailers and films, the spin-off films.
Spin-off films. Yeah, Kathleen Kennedy. She was all like, yo, guys, we're probably going to announce the 2020 spin-off film this summer. And by probably, they are during D23.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what do you... Okay, there's been a few rumors. There's been Obi-Wan. There's been a bounty hunter, Suicide Squad type. I can't talk. Anyways, yeah, there's been a bounty hunter kind of with like probably Bosk's gonna be in it.
Yeah.
Jango Fett might be in it. I doubt it. Just
Yeah.
kidding. Anyways, honestly, yeah.
I really want it to be. These are my top 3 spin-off films I would love to see.
Okay.
Obi-Wan.
Yeah, I agree.
I would love to see a movie about like Darth Vader in his prime, like what he actually did. Because I mean, like,
because it's just
every
hinted
Star
at
Wars,
that
yeah.
It's just hinted at that he killed Jedi.
Yeah.
Like stray Jedi.
But
they
like
never
every Star Wars film, even Rogue One, has been you've been on the rebel side. I would just like that a change of flip where you're rooting for the Empire.
Yeah.
And you're watching Darth Vader kick some ass.
Yeah,
you know?
I think it's.
I would love
cool,
to see, and Darth Vader is like personally my favorite Star Wars character as of now. Who knows? Maybe it'll be Rose, but
Yeah, exactly.
But like I would love to see like the ending of Rogue One, but just 2 hours long.
Yes.
Just of Darth Vader.
No, just the sheer terror on those rebels' face. Because at first they're like, "I'm trying to survive. I'm trying," and now they're like, "No, let's get the plans. We're all going to die, but let's get the plans out there."
But and then Yoda and how he became a Jedi, or just like because like how old was he in the Phantom Menace? Old.
Just 900 something. I'm guessing 800 somewhere around there.
800 something.
He wasn't like Maz Kanata old, but he was still really old.
But I would love to see like Yoda, like a Yoda becoming a Jedi, or just like when he became a Jedi, or an Obi-Wan, what he did in the desert, or
talking about Yoda when he was addicted to death sticks. You know that
the
old
true Hollywood story of Yoda.
Yes. Fantastic spin-off film. Uncle Snoke. True Hollywood story.
I actually saw a video on YouTube. I didn't watch it. I want to, and it was Star Wars theory. What if Obi-Wan bought death sticks?
That's great.
And I was like, I need to watch that later. And then there was also one of what if Anakin liked sand?
Okay,
so
let's just reel this in real quick. And I'm gonna. Or do you have anything else you want to say about your spin-off films that you wanted to say? I don't want to interrupt you because I was just gonna say mine.
No, but back to Kathleen Kennedy saying this. I really think that it could be a possible Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
And I think that actually, if it's an Obi-Wan, that actually might be a big clue to maybe who Rey is. Yeah. Because I don't know if you saw it, but there's a great video out there called, I think it's like Rey is a Kenobi theory. Mm-hmm. It's like 25 minutes long.
Who did the video?
I can look him up really fast.
Is it like...
But it's this kid who always makes like Star Wars videos. But it's such a great theory video.
Is it like Stupendous Wave?
I don't...
Or is it...
Whoops.
Is it Stupendous Wave? There's this kid named like Joel Robertson or something like that.
I'm looking up right now. Vincent Vendetta.
Okay, I haven't really watched that video, but I'll definitely check it out.
But it's 25 minutes
long. Shout out to Vincent Vendetta. Yeah. Watch his videos.
He made a great theory video, and it convinced me. And I showed it to, again, Aaron Wells, and he was like convinced. Because
you're just plugging Aaron Wells every chance you get.
Any chance I get about talking about Star Wars, I will.
No, the thing is, like, let's invite Aaron onto the show. I feel like he'd be a good third piece. You know, I'm calling it out now.
Yeah.
Aaron will shave his beard if he does not go on Midi-Chlorian Mania. He will shave it off. Right off. Yeah. All the ladies will not go out with him. If he shaves it off.
He has a girlfriend now, though.
Oh, well, I didn't know that. Well, we're editing that out. Probably not, though. Congratulations, Aaron.
Misa screwed up.
Well, whatever.
So, but no, I think maybe that might be a huge clue saying, hey, Obi-Wan's going to have a story, and maybe it'll intertwine, but
Yeah.
who's to say at this point? But
Yeah.
what do you think the solo film, the spin-off film is going to be?
I am not going to say what I think they're going to be. Okay, I'll say what I think they're going to be or what I want them to be. Okay, because first off, what I think they're going to be is Obi-Wan or the Bounty Hunter one, or maybe I think Darth Vader is actually a very feasible option. We haven't been hearing a lot of static about it. We haven't been hearing people talk about it or anything like that. So that's that. And but what I would like the spin-off films to be is either an Obi-Wan one or a Knights of the Old Republic one. Because I just think that's a very cool place where we could just almost have a blank slate at this point.
Yeah.
And just build up the lore of the Jedi and build up the lore of the Sith. And it's just going to be like those trailers that you saw for the online game that the MMORPG won, where they had those like awesome CGI rendered trailers with a bunch of Jedi and a bunch of Sith just duking it out and stuff like that. And it'll be like that on the big screen. And I think they have a lot of cool stuff to come from there. But I just think that it's very... I just think that it would be a very interesting story to tell. But I doubt that they would do it. So I'm going to say with the most likely one is probably the Bounty Hunter.
Yeah.
Because Bounty Hunter or Obi-Wan, I'm not sure.
I mean,
I
if
think
it's
I'm
going to be
say Bounty Hunter.
If it's going to be a Bounty Hunter, it's going to be Boba Fett.
Well, I think... Okay, I hope it's not solely Boba Fett, though. Because... I don't want them taking off Boba Fett's mask, seeing what Boba Fett, I
mean, completely honest, I'm not even like that psyched about the Han Solo film. I finally hit my excitement though when they announced Donald Glover.
Donald Glover,
because here's
national
the thing.
treasure, Donald Glover.
Because here's the thing,
what a dude!
I've been watching Donald Glover grow. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, he started on YouTube with a comedy group called Derek Comedy, and they make the most these hilarious videos, offensive videos. Like they're great videos.
I'm known to like a good offensive video.
Yeah. And then he was on Community, and then that show grew, and then all of a sudden he came out as Childish Gambino, and then people loved that, and now he's starring in these. He's actually in Spider-Man: Homecoming as well.
Yeah. Have you watched any Atlanta?
No, I heard that.
Atlanta's amazing.
Yeah, that too. He just won.
Poignant show,
and that's another thing.
Just well written, good show.
It was.
Y'all haven't watched Atlanta yet.
Yeah, he just won an Oscar for that, didn't he?
Wouldn't be an Oscar if it was TV. I think it was a Golden Globe.
Golden Globe, yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, I don't know why I said Oscar, but yeah, he just won an award for that, and I was just like, holy crap, this is so cool. When I was younger, shouldn't be watching these inappropriate videos. Now this guy's all grown up and.
He's gonna be our next Lando.
Yeah.
It's gonna be super cool.
I hope I get to meet him one day just so I can be like, hey, dude, honestly, I've been watching you since Derek Comedy.
I would love to go to Star Wars Celebration, whatever the next one is. Do you know where it's gonna be?
I have no idea where it's gonna be, but I do know it's gonna be in 2019.
Yeah. Because is it going to be like bi-yearly kind of?
I think because things like that. Last year they had Star Wars Celebration in London.
Yeah.
So I think they go back and forth. Like they have one in London and then they have one in the US and then one in London and the U.S. because even John Boyega and Daisy Ridley, they're like, yeah, it's been 2 years since we've been here or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think,
but yeah, I really want to go to the next one that's in the U.S.
I'm actually planning on saving money starting like next month to go.
Yeah.
To Celebration.
No, yeah. Like honestly, let's go, bro. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
It'll be dope.
All right. Well,
it'll be all that jazz.
All right. Well, we're coming to our
nickel for you again. Coming to a close.
Yeah, coming to a close right now. Any last thoughts of what we talked about today?
Final thoughts. Midi-Chlorian Mania's final thoughts. I honestly, the name is actually kind of warming up.
I love it.
I think because it's like everything that I dislike about the prequels, but it's so funny.
It's so funny, yeah.
I love it. Okay, my final thoughts is Uncle Snoke is going to be the best character in all of Star Wars. Better than Darth Vader. Better than everyone. Even though I agree with you, Darth Vader is my favorite character in the Star Wars mythos of it all. And if you watch the Clone Wars, like that Anakin Skywalker turning into Darth Vader makes so much dang sense, and I love
Yeah.
it. But anyways, there's that.
All right.
But, yeah.
Well, thank you for listening. If you did listen,
I doubt that you did.
but we're gonna do more of these, whether people are listening or not.
Because we love Star Wars.
We love Star Wars, and
Surrounds us and binds us, and all that jazz.
Yeah.
So it's great.
so thank you for listening. And I honestly don't know when we're gonna be doing these.
I think it's
Yeah.
probably going to be a weekly thing.
A weekly thing.
We can
We'll
try
we'll
it.
say weekly for now.
Weekly for now,
But
maybe
we'll probably have an
monthly,
official-
maybe bi-weekly. I don't know. It will just be good, and, give us some feedback. Midi-Chlorian Mania, out.